Hey there, little ones. I realize I've been blessed with an opportunity to have more littles than just my littles, and I started out this channel just to make videos so my littles had memories of me. But now I've started to get followers, which I wasn't expecting. That said, I am very blessed and I am excited because I love being a mom and I would love to be your mom, even if it's just for this video. And so I wanted to tell you why I made these videos. I know that I've probably touched on it in the past, but I think I wanted to go a little bit more and share with you that as a woman who has littles, I am very self-conscious about the way that I look, and I don't want to be. That said, I am, and I realized that it had such a hold on me that I refused to take photos. I was so self-conscious that I didn't allow myself to be photographed, even in beautiful moments. I didn't like the way that I looked, and I would always be the one behind the camera, or I would delete the photos. I had gained a lot of weight. I've had a lot of issues with my teeth, and I just didn't like what I saw in the mirror. Now, I think it's important that you know this, my littles, because I think it is a normal thing that happens to every human being. It doesn't matter who you are. Sometimes it's just really hard to look at yourself in the mirror, and I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. It's if you allow it, it can be debilitating, and I don't want that for you. And I've realized a couple of things. One, I had read, it was online, I believe it was on a Reddit forum or something, and it was a questionnaire about what do you miss most about the person that passed away. And there was one where somebody had mentioned that they missed their mom, and their mom was self-conscious because she was overweight and she didn't like the sound of her voice, and she refused to take photos. She refused to be a part of any videos. And that person said that their biggest thing is that now, X amount of years later, it hurts them because they can't remember the sound of their mom's voice. It hurts them because they don't have photographic evidence of their mom. That because their mom felt self-conscious about the way they look, they can't remember what their mom looks like anymore. And to them, their mom was always beautiful. And that that hurt me. That hurt me because I don't want that. Not, I don't want to be so how do I say it? I don't want to debilitate myself. I don't want the fact that I don't like what I see in the mirror stop me from making memories with my kids, from making memories with you. I don't want that to stop me and so this has been a journey. I know I don't have that many videos yet, but it's been that. This is what this is. I make these videos because I want you to remember my voice. I want you to remember what I look like. But more than that, I want you to recognize that I don't want that life for you. I don't want you to hide who you are. I don't want that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't like it enough that you hide from photos, hide from memories. Because even though it doesn't seem like it, there's gonna come a day where you mean so much to a person that if something were to happen to you, they want to remember you. And that it would crush them to not be able to remember what your voice sounded like. It would crush them that they can't imagine what your face looks like anymore. You are going to mean so much to someone that when you aren't here anymore, they're going to miss you. And I don't want you to avoid photos or videos. I don't want you to critique the way you looked, because to someone, you are beautiful the way you are. We critique ourselves way more than the people in our lives. I mean, if you really think about it, some of my most early memories are looking at my mom and just thinking, wow, what a beautiful face. What a loving smile. I felt safe with her. And she didn't feel that way about herself. She critiqued herself. She feels feelings about herself and about how she looks. But as a child, I thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world. I didn't see the flaws that she saw. And I've realized too, when it comes to the people I love, the people that I really care about, I see them so beautiful. I see them as a whole and not just a list of flaws. And when I look at myself, I would just see, I don't like how my teeth look. I don't like how overweight I am. I don't like how, just lists of things that I didn't like, I don't like. But that's not how we view the people we love. We view them as a whole, of who they are. We believe that they're beautiful. And I just want you guys benefits of oh, I'm so sorry about the outside noise, but I just want you to love you and be kind to you as you would be to other people that you love. And I want you to understand this is why I make videos. I make videos so that way my littles have memories of me long after I'm gone. And so I can be here with you now, even when we're not right next to each other. Because I love you. I love you very much. I love you for you. Who you are right now. Not who you can be. I love you. Flaws and all. And to me, you're beautiful. I remember growing up, I had an aunt who, she was amazing to me. Amazing. Beautiful, smart, funny, talented. She was like the weird aunt. But I connected with her. A lot. And so it's the things that she would do, the places where she would take us, that she just meant a lot to me. And I remember one of my most important memories of her was she would take us into Chicago every so often, me and a handful of my girl cousins. And one night I was a teenager, and I was learning my way through the world, I guess, in the beginning. And she offered to do my makeup. And I was like, hell yeah. It's like, yes, of course. Like, I would love for you to do that. And so she took some time. You know, my other girl cousins were hanging out and stuff. She brought me into the bathroom. And she was using her MAC makeup and Bobbi Brown, and she mentioned Bobbi Brown. And she told me that one of the things that she loved about Bobbi Brown was that he took makeup and he took a beautiful woman, and the feature that they usually felt so uncomfortable about, like, let's say they had a larger nose or a crooked nose, he would take that feature and enhance it, draw more attention to it. And he did it because it was what made them unique, what made them original, what made them beautiful. And I just remember that being a moment in my life that just it shook me. You know, it wasn't a conventional beauty. It was something that made you completely you. And I remember just thinking that about people from then on, you know, like, the uniqueness is beautiful. But I could never accept that about myself, you know? Which is really sad. And I'm working on it and trying. And I'll continue working on it and I'll keep trying. But it's something that I don't know if it was from that moment on or from before. I don't know what but it moved me into thinking, yeah, like the individual thing that maybe we feel self-conscious about ourselves, it's beautiful. It makes us different. It makes us stand out. It makes us us. Anyway, I'm rambling. I do that a lot. I do. I do. I'm still learning. I'm still learning myself. But hey, like I've said probably a million times in a million videos, which I know I've only made anyway. But I believe it's never too late to make changes for the better. It's never too late to grow. Being a human being is amazing in the way that we're able to adapt and change and better ourselves, as long as we keep trying to better ourselves. I know I rambled a lot, and I went from this topic to that topic, and I do that. Sometimes I forget what I was talking about. I forget what point I was trying to make. It's like that Michael Scott quote, and it's like I just start a sentence sometimes and meet up with it halfway through. I don't even know if that's like, I don't know if that's the full quote. I'm not very good. Like, honestly, I don't even know if Bobby Brown was a he or she. I don't remember if, like, I could be completely wrong in a lot of these things. I don't remember. I'm not very good at I try. And this is more of what, I try. And I think that's one of the reasons why I make these videos, is because I want to push out of my comfort zone. I can't expect anything of you that I am not willing to do myself. As your mom, I am unwilling to ask things of you that I myself am unwilling to give. And so I'm going to try my hardest to push myself through my uncomfortableness. I want to thrive as a human being because I want you to thrive. I think being your mom has made me a better person than I ever was. The first time I found out I was pregnant, I was married. And I just remember the sheer fear that came over me when I saw that I was pregnant. Because my first thought was, how can I be a mom? I am the most selfish person I know. How will I ever be good enough to be a mom? I am not worthy of being a mom. And even now, so many years later, I am not worthy. That said, you bet your butt I try. Every day I try. Every hour I try. And some days are good. Some hours are great. Some hours are not. But I love you. I have never regretted. I have jokingly said, oh my goodness. I have, as a mom, thought, man, it would be so much easier if. But I can promise you that since you've come into my life, I have become a better person. I am not done growing. I am not done shaping myself into a wonderful person, but I am a better person than I was then. And all I can hope for is that every day I try to be a little better. For me, for you. And I know that sometimes this stuff is gonna sound like, oh, I don't know, like, how are you gonna drop all these bombs of stuff on us, Mom? I wish I had someone who could tell me these things, who had told me these things before I ever had you guys. Because it's scary. Even now that I've been mom for a little while now, every day is new. Every milestone is new. Everything. I'm going through it the same as you. So I hope that we can just be a team. But I am mom. So I will do. Let me take the mom stuff. I don't need you to grow up too fast. I don't need you to take on the parental role or to feel like you need to accommodate me. I'm learning. I just want you to know that in case I mess up, but not because you can't feel your feelings when I mess up. I'm the mom. And I want you to be a kid. Young adult. Teenager. Baby. Just know you're loved. Kiddo. Oh my god, no. I'm trying. I'm not always going to say the right thing. I'm not always going to make sense. I don't really come up with a script whenever I just hit record, and then sometimes like something will happen and I'll be like, no, that one was terrible, and just delete it. Or like if too loud a noise happens and I'm like, oh no. And I know I said that when we had like a call. Anyway. I'm just all over the place. The point is, I don't come at this with scripts. I don't come at this with... Sometimes I don't even have an idea in mind. I'm just like, hey, you know, be a good idea if I recorded, because I want to push myself out of my comfort zone. Am I doing this with the intention of creating a super famous YouTube channel? No. I'm not. I would love, oh man, I would love to do enough so I could stay home and make enough money to be here when you get out of school. I would love to be able to do that. I would love to be able to make enough so I could do that. Find a way of making some money from home, because I would love to be a part of your day. Some of my favorite moments is when I pick you up from school and we talk about how your day went, or when I make dinner and we all hang around and talk about silly stuff, or when we video game together. I like being here when you guys just finish your meltdowns. Not because I like the meltdowns, but because I like hugging you and holding you and telling you it's gonna be okay. I like how we snuggle afterwards, because it was like we vented our emotions and we feel emotionally exhausted and we need to feel loved, and so we get snuggly. And I wish I can find a way to make enough money so I can be there for those things. But I'm gonna do whatever I can, whatever I have to. You're worth it. Well, this video is much longer than almost all my other ones, and I love you. And I rambled, and I'm sure the background noise was a lot. And I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to hopefully see you soon. I'm hoping to make a couple more videos. I think I'm gonna make one more tonight. I know that sounds, you're probably not gonna, it don't matter. Anyways, I love you. I'm proud of you. Thank you for letting me ramble for way too long. You are the apple of my eye, my rose amongst the thorns, and the moon in my night sky.